What is up, guys and girls? It is your zombie killing gamer here, and today we are playing some more Corpse Party. I'm not abandoning this Let's Play like I have my past Let's Plays, like Resident Evil 4 and Batman Arkham Asylum. Those Let's Plays are canceled. I should really emphasize that. Um, Well, Resident Evil 4 is off my YouTube channel. Like, it's on private. And, shit. Um, Resident Evil 4 is off my, YouTube channel, and, Arkham Asylum was only one episode, so, that I did a year and a half ago. So, yeah. Where we left off, Psycho hung herself after Naomi yelled at her when she couldn't control herself. She yelled at her for reasons that she couldn't explain, and she couldn't even apologize. So now we're going to chapter 2, which as the game progresses will delve into what actually happened with Psycho and Naomi. And what I mean by what actually happened, you'll have to find out. And if you did notice, I have no more watermark under my webcam. So this shit again. Sorry, this video is a long intro. I just wanted to explain some things before I started. So let's just dive in. Alright, so start chapter 2. New game. Now every chapter has an opening, so view chapter 2 opening. If I was doing a speed run, I would say no, because I already know what happens in chapter 2 opening, but since this is a let's play and a walkthrough, and you want to know the whole story, I'm trying to give you guys the whole story of this. Yes, I do want to do chapter 2 story. Let's watch. Phew, that's just about do it. I hate being in charge of the gym equipment. All because of that stupid co-ed meet in 2 days. So basically this is before Heavenly Host. Why can't the boys class rep take care of the grunt work? Yeah. Freaking Kishinuma. Hey, that's my favorite character. Don't mess with him. Doesn't he know what a delicate flower I am? Most I've ever had to lift before was chopsticks, and he expects me to lug around a damned pommel horse? It works here. Naomi, that is one pretty sight. Huh? What is? That booty you got. What? Yours is way cuter. Do girls actually have these conversations? Like, someone enlighten me. Do girls actually like compliment each other's butts like it's nothing? So if I was walking to a guy and go, yo, your butt is cute, man. Bump my pop filter. They'd be like, dude, you gay? There's nothing wrong with being gay. I'm just saying, like, there would be conflict. Mine's all plump like a duck's. What are you saying? You've got what they call childbearing hips. I've heard that term before, so it's more funny to me. It's a good thing. It means when you get older, you can pump out all the babies you want with the greatest of ease. I'm actually kind of happy to hear you say that. I'd be creeped out. Like, how do you know this shit? You do have a certain motherly quality to you, Naomi. It's no wonder you're so good with kids. But of course, I'm hoping to raise 4 children one day. 4 children. My parents can better handle me, so that should be fun for you. Sounds like you'll be making some lucky guy real happy. Oh God. And transition. Ooh, back to where we were. No. 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 There, you happy? I did it. I did it for real. Can't really scream in that voice. Chapter 2. We should name these chapters. They do in Book of Shadows, but they don't here. Wasn't that Nakashima's voice? Nakashima being Naomi, obviously. And she was screaming. What do? I can't let anything happen to my students. Now with Miss Yui, who is with Kishinuma and Shinozaki, aka Ayuma and Yoshiki. They go by first names and last names like all the time. It like they like switch around. It's really annoying, but it's Japanese, so whatever. It's worse than the anime. Shinozaki, it's all right. Please calm down. Shinozaki's like freaking out right now because if you remember in the bios, she acts all tough and like fearful, but when it comes to actual fearful situations, she's scared as fuck. But you heard it too. Outside, her voice. I did. I can't remember what voices I did for these two, so shit. I think she's hyperventilating. I'd give her a paper bag to breathe into, but there aren't any around. Well, no shit. It's an elementary school. Like, finding a paper bag would be really hard. I guess all I can do is try to calm her breathing before she passes out. It probably wasn't a real voice. I'm sure it was just sounded like one. Maybe it was just the building settling. I mean, I get A for effort, but seriously, no one's gonna fall for that. I'll go check it out, though, and see if I can figure out what it was for sure. You two stay right here, okay? Miss Yui, wait, don't leave us. Shinozaki. It's okay, Teach. I'll keep an eye on her, on Shinozaki. Oh, okay. Or, better yet, how about I go take a look, and you wait here? Bad idea. Not a chance, until I can verify everyone's safety. I want to keep you two out of harm's way. Well, okay, I guess. Be careful, though. No! I can't do that. I can't do fucking screaming in these voices. Look, she'll be fine. Jeez. Yoshiki, I'm trying to defend you here. You're being a dick right now. I'm counting on you, Kishinuma. I'll be back in no time. No problem. I'm actually scared. My legs are even shaking. I have no idea what's going on. My head is spinning. I can't make sense of anything. My chest hurts like my heart is encased in ice. And I can't shake the dizziness or this nausea. But when I think about the possibility of something horrible happening to my dear students. Aren't you like the assistant teachers? They're not technically your students, they're the teacher students, you're just assisting. I can feel a newfound energy welling up within me. I feel like if nothing else, I can at least play the part of the level-headed adult. Valor, thy name is education! What the fuck? Okay. AKA, my name is education. Thy means my. Alright, so... I'm gonna... go in here, I guess. So now this is blocked off differently. Grab this. It's a key, isn't it? A label on the key reads 3A. Take it? Yes. Acquire classroom 3A key. What's this board read? No teachers allowed on the 3rd floor. That's really weird. It's a school. Teachers are needed everywhere. So that's a little foreshadowing. Alright, so now you want to head back here, because there's a little bit of something. So now you can't come down here at all yet. But you will be able to later. Now, there's something down here you want to get. There's something here. A crystal shining with a faint purple glow is nestled amongst the debris on the ground. Take it? Yes. Acquired Power Stone. What kind of stone is the Power Stone? Like, you'll see in a minute they're trying to identify it. Miss Yui! I gotta do my actual Kishinuma voice. I think that really was a scream we heard. Did you find something? Yeah, some kind of gemstone lying on the ground. Looks like a ruby, or no, probably an amethyst. How do you get a ruby and an amethyst mixed up? Rubies are red, amethysts are purple. Kishinuma, you can identify gemstones? No, not really. So why were you trying? Shinazaki's the one to ask for that kind of stuff. Is that so? Well then, maybe I should give it to her. So now, this option actually means something. Only the option where you want to say sorry to Psycho, no matter what you said, nothing happened. This is the same thing happened. For this one, you're gonna want to give the gemstone to Shinazaki. It doesn't really matter which one you do. You can beat the game each way, but this makes it 10 times easier to do. I guess now's probably not the best time for that. But will you take it and give it to her once she's calmed down a bit? It might make her feel a little better. No problem. Handed over the Power Stone. Now, I forgot to check my inventory and show, since I can't check my inventory and show what the Power Stone does. So I don't know how to pause, like actually like pause, like PSP style pause. But what the Power Stone does, it basically does is it makes you invincible. To an extent, actually. Like, it only makes you invincible in certain scenarios. Like, you can still, you'll see in a second. Like, if you keep the Power Stone, the following will still happen to you. Alright, so now we're in classroom 2A. A disturbingly large amount of human hair is crammed into the cabinet, filling each shelf to overflowing. Ew. Looking closely, there's an excessive number of bugs scrambling all over. The sight alone is enough to make your skin crawl. I'm not afraid of bugs, but still, that's a little messed up. Alright, so now this door is locked, I guess. The door seems affixed to the wall like a model. It can't be opened. What does this say? Heavenly Post, breaking news, Shuriken and murder. Oh, it's this shit. Over passing months, murderous children have gone missing in the town, and authorities now investigators have located the whereabouts of these children, and their findings are far worse than anyone could ever have anticipated. The bodies of the youths were discovered within blah blah. Authorities further revealed that the male instructor from the school was found with them, alive, but near contact. Each of the corpses appeared to have been, okay, it's the exact same thing. I thought, like, severed, tongue severed and removed, grotesque mutilations, far too I have no idea. These pages torn at the, okay, so I don't know why that's there. I heard something about this once before, but I never realized just how horrific an incident it really was. And the door opens. Slam. So you gotta read that paper in order to open the door, right? I completely forgot that. That was just lucky of me. Classroom 3A, the door is now unlocked. Alright, now let's go inside. Now, I know getting that power stone felt a little out of place because you went up there. But the reason I did that was because you needed to do that. I don't know how you would get it for it to make sense in the story, because it kind of, like, I don't know how to explain it, but, like, kind of didn't make sense in the story, because, like, she went up to look around, and for just to come back is weird. Hiya! She's going kung fu on him? Kung fu ghost! Ha, ha, ha. Okay, then. Well, if it isn't the teacher, are you all by yourself? Decided to stop shaking and shivering with the others two back in at 1A, did you? I'll have you know, I heard one of my students screaming and have set off to find her. I see. Regrettably. That won't be possible. This school exists in a nexus where the multiple dimensions overlap. It's but a single closed space in a sea of closed spaces. I like how they do this. So people find this annoying that they're giving out the same information to like everyone. Like, but I like it because it makes sense because everyone needs to know, and with each chapter it's like a reminder. So I like how they do this. In other words, even though you may be in the same school as your screaming student, you and she occupy different dimensions. They also give more in this one, which is really good. Which means you two can never meet. If one of you should die, perhaps your body or your spirit may move from one space to another. Or maybe you can find some means of traveling the planes freely as they do. Huh? Consider this fair warning, even if you should find the exact spot from which your students scream exenated. I don't know what that word is. She herself may not be here. There. And if she isn't, there's not a thing you can do about it. But I heard her voice. It is true that other children have been brought here quite recently. Children who, by all appearances, are indeed your students. But, as I suggested, time and space do not behave as you assume here. They're fragmented. I love when the ghost because I can talk in that cool voice. You say you heard a scream. That scream may have taken place only a few minutes ago. Or perhaps it occurred in another space many hours previous. It may have even been an echo from the future. Who's to say? With this phenomenon as it is entirely possible for the two closed spaces to have some small influence on one another, even when out of sync. It doesn't matter. I can't just ignore that agonizing scream and go on my merry way. Step aside. Okay, Miss Yui. Let's do this shit. You and me, together, we're gonna find those students and hell yeah. Oh shit. Step aside. Why don't you fuck off? And you damned corporeal. Damn corporeal. So, an earthquake? Oh! There were knives in that cabinet, by the way. Oh, it seemed like right there. Like, oh god. In all the world, the most vile, untrustworthy individuals of them all are you school teachers. All you care about is your own well-being. You're not worried about your students. You're just worried about your being held responsible if something should happen to them. Oh god, now I have to do these voices like, ugh, this really hurts. They're all the same, every last one of you, and I won't be taken in by your lies anymore. Taken in? When you see a problem among your kids, you just keep your distance, because you sure wouldn't want to get involved. Have to keep up appearances, right? You just pick out problem children and chip away at them little by little until they either drop out or get expelled. Where's my throat? You're not disciplining them. You're just raging at them. Like you're raging at her? That's not... I've never met a teacher who actually cared about her students. Not once! You're wrong. Ah! Oh. All of your students are destined to starve to death in these godforsaken halls if they don't succumb to depression and kill themselves first. There's no other possible outcome. They'll all die meaningless deaths, just like I did. Oh, that sucks, bro. And they sure won't be thinking about you when they take their final breaths. Making it sound so hard because, like, they're not realistic sounds. Any last words, bitch? Science, bitch! I make too many references, I swear to God. I'll tell them all to your students as they end their miserable lives. But that shit about them starving to death or killing themselves. Spare. Huh? Come again? Spare my students. What was that? Please, I don't care what happens to me. Just please spare their lives. They're not your children. You're not their mother. Oh wait, I apologize. They're not your children. You're not their mother. Are you really still pretending to care about them? Filthy liar. Did you know? When you die in this accursed place, you experience the pain you felt at the moment of your death for all eternity. And I'm going to crush you to dust. The pain must be unbearable, unimaginable, and you're going to feel that pain every moment of your every day of forevermore. So I have a question. If every spirit who dies here feels the pain of their death the rest of their life, then why aren't you feeling like death right now? Because you're an angry spirit and your anger is like overcoming the feeling of death? good question, you know? Ask me to spare you. It's what you really want, isn't it? Be honest with me, and I'll consider sparing your life. Spare my students. It's the obvious choice. Don't you harm a hair on their heads. You hear me? You are one stubborn little bitch. This is excruciating. I think my rib cage is broken. Ouch! It feels like someone's pushing this cabinet down on top of me with superhuman force. That's exactly what's happening. I'm losing consciousness. Does it hurt? Oh, poor baby. Your corpse will look just like a dead frog on the side of the road. Dude, what is wrong with you? Everybody live. I love you all. Aww. Poor Miss Yui. Meanwhile. Alright guys, I'm gonna stop the video here. Let me file. Save state. My state has been saved. Alright guys, so that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Corpse Party. I sure did. It wasn't exactly the most exciting episode since it was just Miss Yui and like you didn't do any puzzle solving or anything like that, like special. But I did enjoy the fact that Miss Yui like actually cares about her students and like all that. So I will see you guys later. Zombie Killing Gamer out.